You never do miss a match. Thank you, KD. Appreciate it. Didn't really have time to be wanting to do in cart. Couldn't get the time to like set it all up in game, so we're playing on Showdown. But I'll play the music. We'll make it as good as possible. I still wanted to stream to like encourage myself to talk out loud because that seems to help me. But yeah, should be fun. Really enjoying Gen 8 a lot more than I thought I would. People always talk about it like this terrible, shitty format that like was just overrun by Dynamax, but doing it in this draft league kind of format makes it a lot more manageable. I think I have stuff set up correctly. I don't. What did I was changing stuff on my... Maybe it was in a different window. It was definitely in a different window. Alright, and validate. Sure. Okay. Yeah, Dynamax is pretty fun. Definitely cooler in game, even though it takes like 30 full seconds to run through the animation. But still pretty sick. I have 2 games tomorrow myself, 1 on SD and 1 on cart. Well, good luck to you on both of those. I need to catch up. I missed a game me and Electric were supposed to play last week, and we both kind of forgot and got busy, so we didn't end up playing that. And I was supposed to play this match with Yama last week too, but I also got busy. It's been a little bit of a hectic time, but make time for Pokemon. Let me make sure, like, yeah, sound is off here. Make the camera a little more that way. Cool. Complaining about animation so much is why they I think they look really cool, the animations. Don't get me wrong. They look awesome. But they just take like the Dynamax animation in particular takes a while. I'm seeing if I can play all these games this week for me. Like, yeah. I mean, we have the means to like play as many games as possible really quickly in this league. So I mean, I don't actually remember how many like full weeks we have to be able to play all the matches, because I need to schedule the rest of them. And hopefully maybe get some time this week to do them. Can I like blow out the chat to like a separate window? I don't really know how to do that. That's a lot for me to figure out. Unless I could do it from like the YouTube dashboard. Pop out chat. Yeah, that's what I want. Three weeks we have? Okay. I need to maybe do mine a little bit faster then. No problem. Alright, should be getting our match started shortly now. And you put on some hype music. Alright, let's go to my playlists. Battle music. You better not. You better not be penalizing people for being late. music a little louder. I think that should be good with like the audio levels, my voice to the sound. I feel like I make the music very quiet compared to my voice, at least like in replaying my own live streams just to check. It's not in their nature to behave to be that level of hypocrite. Oh, did I just move something? No? Okay. Alright, I'm just waiting on Yama to be ready to play. I think this will be fun. I actually get to play Moltres this week. Don't tell. But I get to play some faves. I really love this team I drafted too. So many sick Pokemon. Okay. Find a user. Yamagoo. Let me bring damage calc thing challenge to 2022. That's a okay. Yeah, it's pretty nasty. Getting Regieleki and Moltres, like, I know that I never played Sword and Shield myself, so I didn't get to experience it necessarily, but it was a force to be reckoned with, from what I heard. Alright. I think that link should work. I put in the Discord to spectate. So this is kind of similar to what I thought he was gonna go with. I wasn't fully sure Toxtricity was coming, and I was a little bit more prepared for Alakazam to be there. What can we do here? I don't know if I immediately want to go for Trick Room or just like wait for him to maybe put Trick Room up and then go from there. I think maybe that's what I want to go with. We'll do these guys. I kind of need Primarina to deal with Dracovish. Yeah, I feel like I gotta do that, and then do the close combat, right? Yeah. And then, like, in that way, I'm doing it like that. Moltres doesn't really do a whole lot. Maybe I do. This is a little bit more passive and I don't love it, but we're gonna try it. think I just try and get reflected. I wanted to do like a cheeky volt switch into my Escavalier, but I don't know that that's very safe. I don't really want to go all out like that. Why did it not copy my whole... Okay, just fake out you, trick room. Ah, you trick room my trick room. Meant to copy this stuff into damage calc thingy. Cool. How much damage am I doing? Oh, that was a lot of damage. They're so big. You fool. Still slower. What does max darkness do? Ooh, critical hit. I don't like that. Oh. He also crit my Escavalier. That sucks. Okay, I might have goofed. No, this feels bad. Okay. What does Hyper Force do? A lot of damage. Oh, wait. It might not be over. I don't think it is over. If I hit a Mega Horn. If I'm a Escavalier and I'm at +1 attack, what am I thinking that amount of damage is going to be? A lot. But I need to hit. Ice Beam is doing a bit more damage, so we do that. I don't think Rillaboom can still do much to me as a Scavalier. I'm +1 defense also. So I think I could just Iron Head. I don't need to be that worried about, like, I don't need to worry about missing Iron Head now, or Mega Horn. Okay, Wood Hammers, and then trusty Escavalier saves the game. Okay. See, that fell over with, like, all the critical hits from before. Like, I got crit by Overdrive, which ended up doing 45% damage. That was pretty rough. GG. GG. I did reveal now that I am room service as Cavalier, which maybe I shouldn't have blown that little tech in my first game. Like, I don't know what he quite does about all this. Need to close this shit. So if he has what's it, Toxtricity, and we both Dynamax, I'm Moltres. Overdrive doesn't KO. I think I go for that then, because he actually only has 1 resistance to Dark. So I do this, and then I think I want Hitmontop. Hopefully he doesn't bring in DD. Like, he brought both terrains last game, so he might do it again. But I don't think Indeedee was very useful at all, really, for him. What does Dracovish do to a Dynamaxed? Dynamax Moltres. Not much. Oh, I forgot I had Sucker Punch. I was gonna do something like Weakness Policy. I was gonna do Weakness Policy Cresselia and like self Sucker Punch and do some crazy shit. Alright, that's some really good damage. So you got max Rockfall. If I'm +1 defense, it's still doing a lot of damage. Crazy damage. No max Rockfall for you. Overdrive, you know you want to. You want to do Overdrive so bad. That would have actually procced my Weakness Policy, so maybe that would have been good. But too late for that now. And I don't know if my Hitmontop is going to be... I imagine Hitmontop is not as fast as Toxtricity. Maybe he's like Specs though, that would be sick. Nice. Didn't KO the stack attack, but maybe easier that way. Nice. Now he doesn't have terrain. I'm +1 speed, so I'm 207 speed. If he's Scarf, Adamant, Dracovish, I still outspeed, which is awesome. Maybe I get a flinch? No? Okay. Stone Edge? That's crazy. Yes! Oh, this was such a great game. This wasn't exactly... This was kind of exactly how I wanted things to go, but not exactly how I saw his team looking. Yes. 2-0 win. Let's go. I got the techs off that I wanted to, which was the best part. Oh, that was fun. I mean, like, techs, I call it tech, but it's weakness policy Moltres, which was very popular in Sword and Shield. And living at 4% from that Stone Edge was pretty sick. I think it would have been, it still would have been fine if I didn't live, because I had him at -1. I still had Primarina in the back, which was just gonna, like, run through his Dracovish. I don't think there was anything his Dracovish... I mean, like, Stone Edge is gonna do a shit ton of damage, but Dracovish was not, like Primarina was my Dracovish counter. That was what I couldn't do anything else. Sucker Punch, like, I was supposed to take this off and put something else there, like Nasty Plot, but my original plan was to do, like, Weakness Policy Cresselia, and then I realized Cresselia's special attack is only 75, so I was like, fuck that, that's not really gonna... Like, I looked at the calcs and it wasn't gonna get me any of the KOs I wanted, so I still had Sucker Punch, which was an option, but not a very good one. Assault Vest Primarina, it didn't get to do its Assault Vest thing, but having Liquid Voice, Hyper Voice, not being able to be redirected in that one turn against, when it was, like, versus Stack Attacka, and I had Primarina out. Yeah, like, knocked off the Culver Berry, lived Gyro Ball, Hyper Voice, die. That was, like, the turn that made that game feel a lot more secure. Having that spread move, which was really nice. Hydro Cannon wasn't really necessary just because I didn't Dynamax, but that's like the Dynamax move you use. Regieleki just kind of jumped in, jumped out, did its Electro, or did its Volt Switch thing, and didn't really do anything else, I don't think. Yeah, it only revealed Volt Switch in that game and Volt Switch in that game, but I had Light Screen and Reflect, and I was trying to use them, but he was faking me out. But then I had Hitmontop with Expert Belt, which, I don't remember. I thought there was, maybe I was, like, calcing against a version of Stack Attacka that didn't have any, like, defense investment, maybe had some, and, like, dropped some of the attack investment for it, but I was, like, pretty sure Close Combat was supposed to kill or I guess if you use Dynamax, yeah, it doesn't kill, but it does a shit ton of damage with Expert Belt. That was very useful to have. Maybe it would have been better to just have, I don't know, is it Black Belt? Would that have done more damage? Versus Expert? It would have done a tiny bit more damage. It would have done like 1% more damage if I had just done Black Belt. I guess, I don't even know why, because it's super effective. Whatever, doesn't really matter. Coaching was a good option to have next to S Cavalier, and Room Service S Cavalier underspeeds mid speed stack attack up by like 2 points. It's like it brings you down to like 14 speed, I think, and stack attack I think is 16 at minimum. So I was able to make sure I undersped it in Trick Room, which was cool. I don't know if like that either was unnoticed or like just there was no other way to play around it, because he didn't like I expected him to max guard maybe on this turn, but I got a nice little attack boost there. Steel Spike critting Cresselia was kind of bad, because it might not have died to Overdrive then, and getting crit by Overdrive was kind of stupid, but it happens. I don't know that Max Darkness there was the move. I probably could have just got like destroyed Stack Attacka, but I was pretty safe against Stack Attacka, and I was afraid Toxtricity was gonna keep like putting out tons of damage with Overdrive, so I wanted to get rid of it quickly. Or if that didn't KO, at least get that like special defense drop that might help me or something. I don't know. I don't know what else was on this team. Having close combat and knockoff is really good coverage. Like, knockoff was good into Indeedee and Alakazam. Thanks, Perry. Appreciate it. Megahorn's good into those two as well. It's just I hate missing moves, and if I'm not Dynamax, I need a move that's super effective that isn't gonna miss. And I didn't want to run X Scissor because that sucks. Technically it would do more damage, but knockoff is good utility. And the effect of knockoff, like dropping their special defense, is helpful, like next to Primarina or Moltres. And then Cresselia. Cresselia is just bulky. I made it like really fast for some reason. I don't remember exactly why. I think like to try and maybe outspeed Rillaboom depending on how he trained it and get like a nice little Ice Beam off. But it really wasn't doing a whole lot otherwise. Like you don't need 120 base defense. This is just crazy. Like HP defense and special defense. So I probably didn't even need to invest this much into it. And probably could have dumped some in special attack or dropped some in speed and like made myself bulkier, but whatever. Yeah, it was a cool team. I felt like I threw it together, but I did think about it a little bit throughout the week. So I'm happy that it worked out, and it worked out pretty cleanly. And I really wanted to get the Room Service Escavalier off, especially very early. I like said that I wanted to try and hide it, but I actually blew it. Like I was trying to blow that trick on the first turn by getting Trick Room up and then like switching into Escavalier, getting the speed drop or something like that. But he reversed Trick Room, and it didn't work out for me. Yeah, I think that's my whole team for this week. Pretty quick games. Playing on Showdown's obviously so much quicker, but like looks way less cool than playing on Showdown. But anyway, glad to have won now my second game, and I'll try and schedule, I guess, my matches soon for the rest. I think now I think there are 5. Are there 5 or are there 7 matches that we play for this league? I should probably look at that. Schedule 6 games. Okay, so I gotta play Mr. Amazing still. I gotta play Flare Blitz. I gotta play Conrad, who I've played before at Baltimore Regionals, which is cool. Get a rematch, and I have to play Electric. So yeah, exciting stuff. And thank you for watching. Appreciate it. I just do this so I can talk out loud, but having viewers and chatters is cool too. So.